There are millions of different animal species in the ocean, but only a few hold the distinction of being some of the largest sea creatures on the planet. Here you'll see enormous squid, massive sharks, and whales that could dwarf even the most monstrous things we could ever imagine. These are the largest of the large water animals. These are the biggest sea creatures in the world. 16. Ocean sunfish. These funny-looking fish are the heaviest bony fish on the planet, weighing between 545 and 2,205 pounds, or 247 to 1,000 kilograms. They're not only super heavy though, as they can reach lengths of almost 11 feet and have a fin-to-fin length of 14 feet, though these measurements are on the large end. They're also typically nearly as tall as they are long, giving them a strange, almost blobbish appearance. They're said to resemble the head of a fish with a tail, and judging by the pictures, we'd say that description is pretty accurate. 15. Giant Pacific octopus. These terrifying tentacled water dwellers are members of the Enteroctopus family, which are a genus of mainly temperate octopus. They're generally found around Washington, Oregon, California, Alaska, and British Columbia in North America, and around Russia, Japan, and also the Korean Peninsula. These big old creatures are the largest species of octopus, and the Guinness World Record for the biggest currently stands at 300 pounds or 136 kilograms, with a 32-foot or 9.8-meter arm span. They eat things like snails, lobsters, fish, crabs, scallops, clams, and even other octopus to keep their size. They've also been seen taking down and consuming spiny dogfish sharks, and are believed to prey on other small sharks in their natural habitats as well. 14. Japanese spider crab. This creepy-looking marine crab can be found dwelling in the waters around Japan, and they have the longest leg span of all the arthropods. Larger specimens can reach an insane length of 18 feet or 5.5 meters from one claw to the other, and they've been found with carapaces measuring 16 inches or 40 centimeters in width. They can also get very heavy, with some weighing as much as 42 pounds or 19 kilograms. They are fished fairly heavily as they are considered a delicacy, but how could they not be, given the amount of meat that must be contained in those long legs? Although the average size spider crab caught by humans is just 3 feet 3 inches to 3 feet 11 inches, still, that's a lot of meat. 13. Walrus. These adorable and blubbery creatures are pretty darn large, and usually live in the northern hemisphere and are mostly concentrated in the Arctic Ocean around the North Pole. They are gigantic, with just 2 species of elephant seals beating them in size for pinnipeds, and they can weigh more than 4,400 pounds. That's 2,000 kilograms. Walruses are also pretty significant when it comes to length, reaching between 7.2 and 11.8 feet. Back in 1910, a man named Jack Woodson shot a 16-foot-long walrus, so they can get larger than their average. They're big creatures, and they'd probably be terrifying if they weren't so cute. 12. Giant squid. These monstrosities live their lives in the deep, deep ocean, and it is because of deep-sea gigantism that they're able to grow as large as they are. The most recent studies and estimates put the max size for males at 33 feet or 10 meters, and 43 feet or 13 meters for the females. Their mantles also grow to the impressive maximum size of 7 feet 4.6 inches or 2.25 meters, and they top out at roughly 330 pounds or 150 kilograms for males, and 606 pounds or 275 kilograms for females. They eat deep-sea fish and other squids to sustain themselves. They fall prey to some sharks, sperm and other whales, and even other giant squids. 11. Greenland shark. These beautiful creatures are also known by the names gray shark and gurry shark. It is a giant shark in the family of sleeper sharks, known as Somnioseidae, which are slow-moving creatures, thus the sleeping shark moniker. These big guys grow to be between 21 and 24 feet in length, and between 2,200 and 3,100 pounds. But they're not just known for their size, they live incredibly long lives as well. In fact, they live longer than any other vertebrate species, clocking in from somewhere between 300 and 500 years. They're some big old ocean predators. 10. Southern elephant seal. These big mamas and papas are just that, big. They're the largest pinnipeds, and they're also the biggest extant marine mammal that's not a porpoise, dolphin, or whale. If you want an idea of how big they really are, consider the following. They're about 2 times as heavy as a male walrus, about 40% heavier than the next largest pinniped, the northern elephant seal, and they come in at about 6 to 7 times as heavy as Kodiak and polar bears. Bull southern elephants measure between 14 and 19 feet, or 4.2 to 5.8 meters long, and weigh somewhere between 4,900 and 8,800 pounds. That's 2,200 to 4,000 kilograms. On February 28, 1913, a record-breaking bull was shot. It measured 22.5 feet, or 6.85 meters, and weighed a massive 11,000 pounds. 9. Great white shark. Not only are these guys the top of the ocean food chain and some of the most dominant predators in the planet's waters, but they're also pretty huge as well. They are also one of the few on this list where the females outsize the males, with females typically growing to be between 15 and 16 feet, that's 4.6 to 4.9 meters, and weighing 1,500 to 2,450 pounds, or 680 to 1,110 kilograms. Females have been found measuring more than 20 feet, or 6.1 meters long, and between 4,200 and 500 pounds. While there are a few shark species larger and heavier than the great white, these big guys and girls are the largest extant macropredatory fish in the world, which makes them pretty terrifying. 8. Giant oceanic manta ray. This right here, this is the largest known ray in the world. And surprisingly, they can be found almost anywhere in the world in temperate, tropical, and subtropical waters. They usually spend their time far away from land and travel along the currents to nutrient-rich waters that are teeming with zooplankton, which make up about 27% of their diet. The other 73% comes from deep water sources that include many deepwater fish. They can grow to span around 23 feet across and weigh 6,600 pounds. 7. Colossal squid. These scarily large squids are often called the Cranch Squid or the Antarctic Squid, and they're thought to be the largest squid species by mass on Earth. They inhabit pretty much the entire Southern Ocean and thousands of miles north of Antarctica to southern South Africa, New Zealand, and South America. As of now, estimates put their maximum size somewhere between 39 and 46 feet in length, and their max weight around 1,650 pounds. Do you want to hear something else that's scary about them? Their limbs are lined with sharp, swiveling hooks, which they're thought to use for hunting and protection. Yikes! 6. Basking shark. This big ol' shark is the second largest living shark on the planet, just behind the whale shark. Said whale shark, the megamouth shark, and the basking shark are the only 3 plankton-eating shark species. They use their vast gaping mouths to corral and ingest the plankton, which they filter from the water with their gills. The largest ever found specimen of basking shark was located in the Bay of Fundy in Canada back in 1851. The shark measured 40.3 feet, or 12.27 meters, and weighed roughly 18 short tons. That's 16 long tons. On average, though, the sharks measure around 20 to 26 feet and weigh just 5.7 short tons. 5. Whale shark. These slow-swimming sharks are the largest extant fish species and are classified as filter-feeding carpet sharks. That means that they filter particles and small animals such as plankton, fish, eggs, krill, corapods, and more from the water to keep themselves fed and full. The big animals are found in basically all of the temperate and tropical seas all over the world. But don't worry, even though these sharks are enormous, they pose no real threat to humans. In fact, younger whale sharks are known for being gentle and even playing around with divers. The average adult whale shark measures around 32 feet and 20,000 pounds. That's 9 tons. The largest ever specimen caught was 41.5 feet long and weighed 47,000 pounds. And it was caught in Karachi, Pakistan, near Baba Island on November 11, 1949. 4. Oarfish. The next fish we're going to look at belongs to the very small family Regalisae and are large, elongated lapriform fish that are typically found in the pelagic zone. They're located in most tropical and temperate oceans around the world, but are rarely seen by humans. There are 3 different kinds of oarfish, but the giant oarfish is what we're focusing on here, as it's the longest bony fish on Earth and grows to around 36 feet or 11 meters in length. There are, however, unconfirmed reports of oarfish reaching 56 feet long and weighing upwards of 600 pounds. They eat shrimp, plankton, and other crustaceans. 3. Sperm whale. also known as the cachalot. The sperm whale is the largest toothed predator and the largest of the toothed whales. They have an extensive range and migrate all over the place for breeding and feeding seasonally, and they don't stay in one place for too long. Mature males usually grow to be around 52 feet or 16 meters long, although some can reach up to 67 feet. Did you know that the head of a sperm whale makes up approximately 1/3 its total length? What a strange-looking creature. In history, they've been said to be bigger than the 67 feet that they can reach today. The Nantucket Whaling Museum claims they have the 18-foot jawbone of a creature that once spanned 80 feet or 24 meters. The whale shark that sank the Essex, an American whaling ship, in 1820 was thought to be 85 feet or 26 meters long. 2. Lion's mane jellyfish. This supremely big jellyfish is also known by the names hair jelly and giant jellyfish, and it's the largest known jellyfish in the world. It's generally bound to the northern Pacific Ocean, northern Atlantic, and the boreal waters of the Arctic. The jellyfish found in the far north are typically significantly larger than those found further south, with a bell diameter of 6 feet 7 inches or 2 meters versus just 20 inches or 50 centimeters. They also have long, thin tentacles that can reach up to over 100 feet or more, and the specimen with the longest tentacles we know of came in at 120 feet. They're often found measuring longer than blue whales, so they have the distinction of being one of the longest animals in the world. We've seen some colossal ocean creatures so far, and we still have the number one to go. But first, we have a question for you. Which of these huge ocean animals would you like to see in person? Would you chance swimming alongside any of these enormous beasts? Let us know down in the comments. 1. Blue whale. Yet again, the blue whale tops a list of the biggest creatures in the ocean. And still, it comes in as the largest animal to have ever lived. Verified measurements of the whales don't usually exceed 92 feet, but they do at times grow larger. The largest ever blue whale measured 98 feet or 29.9 meters and weighed 190 short tons. Blue whales are even larger than any of the dinosaurs we know of, and they'll probably never be beaten out. If you enjoyed this video, do us a favor and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel below or by clicking on the logo on this screen so that you never miss any of our excellent uploads. And be sure to check out this next video we've selected just for you.